Hey guys, welcome back. It's Harley, and today I'm going to continue playing Super Mario World. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Ooh, I really like this level. Yeah, I just got back from like a mini trip to the beach. So we went down for about 4 days, and it was really nice. But now it's like, back to real life, which I guess is fine. That's just what happens when you go back from vacation. But no, it was really awesome. We got to do a lot of really cool things. Like when we first got there, I guess, I mean, alright, maybe they don't seem that cool to you, but I thought they were pretty cool. Like, our last day there, we went to, like, the Maritime Museum, which is more of, like, a Blackbeard pirate museum, or rather, that's, like, one of the biggest exhibits, is, like, a Blackbeard exhibit, and, we were like obviously just walking around looking at the different exhibits, and then there's this like one area where it's like you can like relax and sit in here. So like my aunt, she just she like wanted to sit down for a minute, so she went in and sat down, and then she ended up talking to like one of the museum volunteers. So anyway, while she was doing that, I was supposed to use that shell, whatever. I'm stuck. No, I'm not. Okay. We continued looking at like the exhibits that were not too far from there, and there's this one like stand that was like, ask me about the shells, and there was nobody there, so I like went and like stood behind the shell thing, and then I was like pretending that I worked there, and I was like answering questions about the shells, and it took like Tony forever to come over there because I was like, I'm trying to do a bit, and he was like, yeah, I'm trying to do a bit, come over here. And I was like, yeah, but I have to do my bit first, because if someone comes here, they're gonna tell me that I need to like leave or like not touch their shells. So anyway, I'm like explaining these shells, which I don't know anything about shells, so like I'm definitely not qualified to actually be telling anybody anything about shells, but that's not the point. So I'm standing there and I'm talking, and Tony's like listening to me, and he's like, oh cool, what's this one? And eventually, like, I'm not paying attention, and the museum worker comes back, and I'm like, oh god, like I'm about to get into so much trouble. Like he's gonna be like, please, you can't impersonate a museum worker or something. But no, it turns out he's like a really super cool guy, and he like told us like a lot of really cool facts about the shells and everything. And then like we were like at this stand for like an hour and a half because he was like telling us everything about them. He was super nice. But then he was like, oh, do you want to see something else that's really cool? So he took us over to a completely different exhibit, which is awesome. But like, he was like, this is a whale heart. So it was like from the ceiling is like a whale carcass is hanging from the ceiling. And in this like, you know, like a museum glass box is like what looks like a dehydrated heart, I guess. I mean, I've never seen one before until then. So he's like, yeah, this is the heart from that whale that's up on the ceiling, and was like telling us that, you know, it was like encased in resin and all of these cool things. And then he was like, do you want to touch it? Which obviously I thought he was joking. He was not. So he like opens the display case and is like, here, touch it, like you can like, no, like really touch it. So he's like touching it, and like I don't know, it was kind of crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, so he's like touching this heart and he's like, come over here and touch the heart. So then, yeah, I have touched a whale heart. So I don't know how many people can say that they've done that, but I have touched a whale heart, and it's like, I'll like insert a picture of this whale heart here so you can see what it looks like. And then, yeah, so I touched a whale heart, and it was not as gross as I thought it would be, but it smelled really bad. I guess that's just kind of like formaldehyde smells like, I guess. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of being like in high school. Well, I guess I did take biology, but I did not like dissect anything in biology. Oh my god. Ugh, it's so hard to talk and play. Or maybe I'm just really bad at this game and I used to think that I was good. Don't know. Anyway, in high school biology, we didn't dissect anything. Like I was in high school in Okinawa at that time. So it was like 9th grade. I took biology and I was really bad at it, but we didn't dissect anything. Or maybe I didn't get to dissect anything because I was really bad at it. But when I took anatomy my senior year of high school, we got to dissect all kinds of stuff, like a rat and like a sheep's eyeball and like other stuff I just can't remember right now. But now I kind of can't remember what I was talking about. Sometimes I don't know where my sentence is going, and I just hope that I find it along the way. I don't know, I think my point was that it smelled like formaldehyde, and the only experience I have with what formaldehyde smells like is from high school anatomy. Anyway, yeah, so the whale heart kind of smelled terrible, but at the same time, it was really, really cool. And I'm glad that I got to do it. And, oh yeah, okay, see, I told you I would find where my sentence was going. I would never have known that I could touch the, well, I mean, that's not a normal, typical part of the museum, but I would have never got to touch the heart had I not gone out of my comfort zone and, like, talked to somebody. Like, I am the kind of person who, like, I love things like DoorDash and, like, Grubhub and things like that because I hate having to, like, talk to people on the phone. Like, I feel like I'm super awkward and it's, like, just a terrible time. So yeah, like, I will go out of my way to not talk to people. So, talking to this person at the museum was, like, incredibly out of my comfort zone. But I did it, and then I got to touch a whale heart, so should talk to people at the museum. It's pretty cool. Because they also, like, know a ton of stuff, which, I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious. But it's really neat, like, actually stopping by and talking to someone and learning what they know about things. So, yeah. That was kind of cool. And then we also got to go to this, like, really awesome, like, old cemetery out there where they had, like, Revolutionary War and Civil War soldiers buried, so that was pretty cool. So really, like, history and things like that. But yeah, so when I say, like, I had a ton of fun at the beach, I'm like, I went to museums and, like, haunted places. Isn't that fun? And I'm not, like, really referring to actually going to the beach. Because going to the beach, I guess is kind of fun. But also it's really sandy and really gross. Like, having to sit back in the car and go home. But the beach, like, is really, it is fun. But it's just, like, not my idea of the most fun thing that I could ever do. so much. Okay, so I remember saying the one with Iggy Koopa was my least favorite. I changed my mind. This is definitely my least favorite castle. So, I'm actually gonna stop here, and I'm gonna go get big again. And then on the next time, I'm gonna try this and hopefully beat this on my next attempt. So we shall see. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to listen to me ramble about things that may or may not sound interesting to you and you like Mario, definitely like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.